Be flexible, change it. You will grow from this. You'll learn a lot from this. We can often set goals that are ego-driven, are fear-based, are just ones that aren't aligned. So today we're going to really focus on goals that really are aligned and making those steps be implemented in your daily life so you are able to follow through with these goals. So goals, they can be big, they can be small, but I feel like you shouldn't limit yourself, and this comes back to the limiting beliefs. So people often limit themselves into smaller goals because they don't think they can reach the big vision. I say dream big. Dream big for whatever you want. You can get there if you put your mind to it. You can get there if it's aligned, if it's true, and if it's something you actually really want to do. If it's ego-driven or fear-based, you won't do it. It will fall through. If you're not doing it with the right intention, then the goal, you're just gonna fall off the bandwagon. So my advice is to set goals that are truly aligned. Now, how do you know this? This goes back to our values. Are these goals somewhat connected to your values? For example, maybe I wanted to lose weight, and one of my values was health. It is aligned. It is aligned with my values. I'm gonna follow through with it. Another example is I would like to read 12 books. I don't know, let's just put it out there. I want to read 12 books this year. It's aligned with my goals because one of my values is self-development, is always learning. See how I make the connection? If one of your goals isn't aligned with your values, then you're gonna have a hard time following through with that goal. So hopefully that makes sense. So if you haven't downloaded the workbook, it's in the link below. So we're just gonna answer a couple of questions and just try and mind map it out of the goals and how to actually achieve it. So one of the things that I love, that I feel is most beneficial when setting goals, set the big overarching goal and then set little micro steps that you can implement every day, which are easy to do, so you can get to that goal. So you're not just like, holy moly, there's a massive goal, I have no idea how to do it. If you put a plan around it, then it will make it easier to actually accomplish. So the first question is, what are your 5 top goals at the moment? Maybe it's to run 5K, maybe it's to read 12 books, maybe it's to go to bed earlier, maybe it's to eat healthier. You can be broad, but I would say be specific on what you want. That way it kind of goes in the law of attraction as well, because then you'll start manifesting those things into your life if you be specific about your goals. So list your 5 top goals at the moment. Dream big. Like I said, no goal is too big or too small. And then the next question, I just want you to focus on one goal. I know you've written 5 goals, but just for this worksheet, you can obviously go into another workbook and list the other 4 goals and do the micro steps, but I want you to think about the micro steps you can take every single day in order to achieve that goal. For example, if I wanted to read 12 books in a year, that would mean I would have to read 1 book a month. And that would mean I would have to dedicate time each month to read that. And maybe one of your micro steps could be to plan each book out that you want to read, so you know what you want to read every single month. Another one could be dedicate 10 minutes before bed to read, because you can do that every day. That's slipped into your routine. Another one could be to make sure you have a copy of your book, so download the book or pick it up at your local bookstore. See how I'm making like the little micro steps that you have to do? Just trying to nut out every single process that you need to do, every single procedure that you need to do in order to achieve this goal. And by doing this, you are you're setting yourself up for success, because you're not racking your mind on what you have to do. You're implementing steps every single day. You're creating habit, you're building rapport, you're building confidence, because you will get progress, you'll get results. Another thing, like if your goal is to run 5K, what do you need to do? Are my shoes okay to run? Yes, they're fine, great. Make sure I have an app downloaded so I can track my kilometers. Make sure I have a good playlist to run. Make sure my headphones are fully charged. These are the micro steps just to check into your goals. Make sure you're on track. And then set each goal. Okay, for the first month, my goal is to run 2 kilometers. And if I've never run before, run 2 kilometers. For the next month, run 2.5. For the next month, run 3Ks. For the next month, run 2Ks, and then run the last 1K. So you're putting in those micro steps so it's not daunting when you come to the goal. So you have a process, you have a step-by-step guide that you can just refer to and say, am I on track, or do I need to change it? Another big thing is people get stuck in these micro steps, and if it doesn't turn out, they're like, nah, can't do it anymore, my goal is done, I can't recover. But you need to be flexible with the process. Things will come up here and everywhere. You can't predict the future, what lies ahead. So be flexible with these micro steps. If something falls through or just doesn't work, then change it. Be flexible, change it. You will grow from this. You'll learn a lot from this. And your goal doesn't have to change, but all these micro steps, they're flexible. They can move, they can change. Make sure you have that belief around it. Nothing has to go to plan, but your goal is still there. You're not letting go of that bigger vision. So write down your goal, write down your micro steps, and straight after this, implement one of those. Maybe it's just start a website, start a business. And then straight after this, you research what is the best web hosting platform. That's a micro step. That's a tiny little thing that you can tick off your list. So really think about what you can do. Think about the little tiny steps that you could do around this. Don't make it daunting. Don't make it a task. Make it enjoyable. And really be flexible around these micro steps, but keep your goal and vision in mind. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for the next video.